Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Sun is shining out here. And I'm having a little iced tea. We shall have winter coming soon. I did have one friend on Facebook said they actually had snow hit their house. How crazy is that? So anyways, what do I have going on? I would like to do a spread on Harry's goals, motivation, and what's the outcome with these so-called care packages being sent to Queen Elizabeth. I also want to find out whether or not Markle is hanging on to his passport. That's what everybody wants to know. Is she keeping his passport? You know, it's kind of a common theme. You know, she talked about her not having a passport, but it'd be quite interesting to see if she's actually withholding his, which is not unusual for a narcissist. They will take keys and IDs and all that kind of stuff and hide it. That's kind of a very devious thing they do to gain and keep that control. So I would not be surprised if she has done it to maintain it. She doesn't want that abandonment. So yes. Here we go. So what is going on with, for starters, let's find out about these care packages. What I have to say about that, I said on Twitter, is that the Queen is in need of nothing. She's literally in need of nothing. The only thing she needs is an apology. And this is what I said on Twitter. She only needs an apology to the entire family, the entire UK, and to the entire Commonwealth. That's really the only thing she needs. So let's get down to the cards here. Here we go. What is going to happen with this motivation with the care packages? What's the goal and motivation? Here's that first card that wants out. So here we go. The first card we have here is the Ace of Swords. So he wants to start a conversation. It also is starting some conflict here. It is new conflict. But it's not in the liar position, because that would be in this position here. Or mental blocks. So he wants to open up conversation. He wants that spark. That's why he's doing it, which could lead to conflicts. It is leading to a conflict because he keeps sending them, probably, most likely it's looking like, in order to spark something. And they really don't want to spark something because they are trying to phase him out and get him out. She's saying no to him. She has been saying no to him, and she's going to continue to say no to him. And so it's kind of more of an irritant to them than a pleasure. What is the challenge situation here? The challenge for it is the Three of Wands in the reverse position. So with the Three of Wands in the reverse position is delays and no foresight. It's kind of dark here. So delays and no foresight. So, and it is also, they're not communicating, because in this position, this is, I call this also with the other Joseph Magi system, is the Three Blackbirds, which is electronic communication. So, you know, I guess he wants more communication. It's whatever communication they do have, it's not enough for him. It's not deep enough for him. It doesn't deal with the conflicts that he has here. So that's why he keeps doing it, because he really wants to probably stir up more conflict, even though he's not doing it now. But that's what it's going to lead into more than likely, because that could flip at any time. It can go from good to bad in a heartbeat. One bad word or one bad exchange and this whole thing just flips. So it's really sensitive, temperamental, I feel. And that it's just not, I don't think she feels it would go well, to be quite frank, is how I also feel. And the fact, that's why we're getting this delays and no foresight. She doesn't see him as having any foresight whatsoever, and not really ready for the next challenge. She's not really ready for the next challenge, and Harry probably isn't ready for the next challenge, because he's got to apologize and make amends with everyone. And I don't know if he's really up for it. Can he? Looks like I'm missing some light here. I'm going to turn on some light. Maybe that will make a difference. There we go. That's a little better. So, yes, it's kind of a dark deck here. So, there you go. That is the second position, the challenge. The third position is the goal. The goal is to try and, wow, so temperance in reverse. So that is not a good position. That's the very negative position with the temperance. Temperance in reverse is a lot of devil energy. So his intentions are not all pure. Not at all. He's definitely flips and flops between being nice and being very temperate, and he can switch on a dime. And he really does not always have the best interest of other people. It's more for his own interest, because it does have a lot of devil energy with this temperance in reverse. What else is temperance in reverse? It's also imbalanced energy and not being grounded, not being able to stay calm. It's not being a peacemaker, and he's not able to seek his center balance. So this could be partially also why is he's not able to seek center balance. He doesn't have it, and he needs it, and quite possibly communicating with her and not being ready for the challenge, maybe she helps him get there. So to do it in a nice way would say the Queen quite possibly puts him more in a positive angle, and that's what he relies on her for, is because she is a very calming individual. So by being around her, it makes him calm. It calms him down. She has a calming influence over him that he's not able to attain on his own. And so I feel that's could be part of it as well. And let's get the fourth position, which is the distant past. The distant past is the Three of Cups in reverse. So there's no collaboration, there's no expansion, there's no love going out, there's no friendship, there's no celebration, there's no support, and there's lots of gossip. And so that's where they've been at for a long time. The next position, what we have here is the recent past. The recent past, he did feel that it was a battle of the wills. This is the battle of the wills with the Chariot. He's wanting to win with the battle of the wills. He's trying to get advancement, and he is trying to maintain his warrior energy, but it can flip. I think he flips and flops. Based on all the spreads I've been getting, I think it really depends on what kind of day he's having or what kind of month he's having. He goes back and forth and back and forth. But right now he's feeling like he's got that warrior. He wants to come in as a warrior. He wants to open up this communication here. You know, he's really ambitious to open up the communication because she grounds him. He does have that devil energy to force with this battle of the wills. That devil energy kind of helps him push forward quite a bit, is how that is reading. And then the decision that's coming to mind here with the spread and him coming in and giving gifts and all of that, the decision is the Queen of Swords in reverse. It is not helping communication. She's seeing right through it, basically. She knows exactly what he's doing. It's quite possibly, it's smothering her. It's basically smothering her, and she's not falling for it. It's kind of putting her in a little bit of a sour mood, because quite possibly it's just not what she needs and wants. It's some random little gifts. What is that going to do for her? Absolutely nothing. She's a woman who has everything she could want or need. So it's pointless in all honesty. So she's becoming more stoic and quiet when she sees them. I'm sure she's gracious to him and thanks him, but internally speaking, she's not digging it. She's just not digging it, okay? I'm just going to put it that way, the California way. Okay, so the seventh position, the questioner, the decision here, that was future influence. Future influence is her cutting him out, okay? Future influence, her cutting him out, getting cold on him. And that's why he's doing this, because he knows he's going to be cold. He's going to be cut out. So then this one here is the decision. I messed up. So this one is the decision. The decision is Nine of Wands. So with the nines, that's trying to find fulfillment. He's trying to find fulfillment. He's trying to find some growth, and he's trying to take a last stand. And he wants fast changes. So he's desperate. This is a desperate position. She knows he's desperate, and that's why, and he knows that she's going to cut him off. She's going to go cold on him and cut him off, because the ending's coming for him. He's being told no, and they're pulling the rug out from under them, is what's happening now. And then we have here, and she knows he wants to come in. He's desperate to come in to talk, and he knows that rug's about to be yanked on him, that final thread. And so this is the eighth position, which is the environmental factors affecting the whole situation, is Four of Pentacles in the upright position. Excuse me, reverse position. So he has no stability with his finances or his money. So that is part of it. He's going in for money, you guys. It's all about the coin. He's not stable with her. He knows they're not going to get stability. And he's facing bankruptcy, total poverty and vulnerability mindset, poverty mindset. And he would like to have more power and possession of money. Bottom line. He wants more money. And he wants power and possession. And he wants back in because it makes him feel more powerful too if he's a working role. He doesn't feel powerful being with Markle. He knows he's not being who, there's no power in being with her either because it's failing. But he is trying to put on his best face, kind of mask up, is acting like he's still got his wheels on with the chariot charging in. But really he's not. I feel this is really a facade here. And then the 9th position is the inner emotions. These inner emotions is a total tower crashing with unable to ever rebuild. He knows the ending's coming. He knows that rug's going to be pulled out, that last thread, and he will never be able to get back in. This position, when the tower comes crashing down, you're able to rebuild yourself. You know, that's a destruction and rebirth. But when it's in this position, there's no rebirth. So he knows that once the decision's made by the Queen, it's going to be a final decision, and there is no coming back. So he is absolutely desperate. He's really at that desperation and last stand that we got with, what card was it? Right here. So that's why we got this desperate last stand here, because that tower crashing moment without rebuilding and reinventing yourself is completely diminished, completely incapable of happening. He won't be able to do anything about it. Because he knows Charles, he knows William's not going to do anything for him. The Queen's really literally is his last stand. His last desperate stand is with Queen Elizabeth. It is not going to be with Charles or William. He knows he is completely out with the two of them. So that's why he's trying to get his ducks in a row before she dies. And the final outcome here is the 6 of Swords in the upright position. This is someone who's having travel issues. So this would be her taking away his passport with the 6 of Swords in the upright position. So it kind of answered the question for me. This also, 6 of Swords, is my incubus succubus card. This is someone who works against you. This is selfish, defeat, trying to put difficulties behind you. So this is why he's trying to come in. He wants to put the difficulties behind him. And he's trying to take a risk. He knows he's going to be probably defeated. He's doing it for selfish reasons. And also, this is very easily someone who's going to have travel issues. In this position, it's definitely travel issues, but he does live far away. So I'm going to keep asking. I'm going to ask the pendulum. But this is someone who's he's unable to move on. He can't move on from what he's done. Emotionally, he can't move on. He also knows he's with a parasite. He knows he's married to a parasite. It is the incubus succubus card, the 6 of Swords. So he's in a parasite marriage, can't move on, cannot move on with her. His wheels are going to fall off, and he knows it with the Chariot. So, and at the bottom of this situation, what do I have here? Queen of Cups. He does love her. He does love her, but there is some manipulation with the situation. And then we also have here, the 8 of Wands in the reverse position. This is something he doesn't think he's going to be able to ever overcome. Frustrations, problems, another travel issue. 2 travel issues, potential travel issue with this one, and this one is definitely travel issues here in the reverse position. The 8 of Wands in the upright is being very busy. You know, it's love arrows, you know, socialness, fast, positive movement. You know, this person's very busy. He doesn't feel like he's super busy. He feels like he's spinning his wheels. And he can travel, but he does run into problems, probably from her. And he's having a difficulty moving on from the situation. And this one here would be her holding back his passport here, because this is the travel issue card. So that would answer me, tell me, and you, yes, he's got travel issues. So I would say yes, just based on that card right there. Absolutely. And we have here the King of Wands upright. He really wants to be in control. He really wants to be straightforward with her. He wants to be straightforward. He would like to go in and be straightforward. So that would be why the travel issues popped up, because Markle knows he's going to be straightforward, and she does. That's the last thing she wants, is for him to come in and be straightforward. So now let's ask the pendulum just to clarify it, because I did get it in the cards. So let's see. Is Meghan Markle holding back? Also, Flower is what her dad called her. Is she holding back Harry's passport? Does she keep Harry from having his passport and doing what he wants? Is she holding back his passport? I got maybe. So does she make it difficult for him? Is she just making it difficult for him? Is she just making it difficult for him? Yes. Yes. So I got a maybe. So I would say it might be in a place that might be difficult. Is it in a difficult place? Is it just in a difficult place? Does she just have it somewhat hiding where maybe he can get it? Somewhat hiding, maybe. So I'm not getting a yes. I would say it's more emotional blackmail on him. Is it emotional blackmail? Is it emotional blackmail? Yes. Is she using the travel issues and emotional blackmail to keep him at home? Emotional blackmail? Emotional blackmail? Yes. Is it also the pity play? She play the emotional pity play against him? Emotional pity play? Yes. Does she do the Queen of Swords with him in reverse? Queen of Swords in reverse, become cold and stoic? Yes. Okay. All right. And so does Harry just wither away and doesn't fight her? Does Harry just pull back? Does Harry pull back to keep the peace? Does Harry pull back to keep the peace? Does he hold back to keep the peace? Yes. All right. So, yeah, it's just the battle of the wills between the two of them, too. Let's find out some more on Queen Elizabeth and how she feels about those packages. How does she feel about those packages? We got the motivation, basically, and the goal and the outcome. How does she feel about them? How does she feel about those packages? Does she feel that it's with a sincerity, with the pure heart? We know she kind of knows it's manipulation. She's going to say no. She's going to pull the rug out, so probably not likely, but just for fun. What does she think of these gifts? What does she think of these gifts? Maybe she might actually like some of them. You know, being from California, a lot of different items they can't get in the UK. Here we go. What does she actually think of these gifts? What does she actually think of these gifts? Does she use them? Does she like them? Does she use them? We've got here 10 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. So that would be love arrows in reverse. So she does not see it as sending love. She sees it as he's having a lot of problems. Frustration, problems, travel issues. She doesn't let him leave. So she sees it as he just can't get out, so he does what he can. What else do I have here? And then I have here Page of Swords upright. Yeah, this is this young energy with the page. It's a new message coming in. All pages, they're all messages coming in. So this is just a way for him to communicate with her. But with the sword, it's a very defensive position. So she knows that he's doing it out of defensive measures to get things going more on his side. So she's not buying into it. It's also being insensitive, spying, risking, being independent. It's the narcissist card. Gathering information, being very curious about the world, being curious about what they're doing. It's a way to kind of gather information. So she sees it as very deceptive. She sees it as deception. It's a bit deception here. And he's just needing to grow. He's got a lot on his shoulders here. He's not able to handle the weight of the world, of what he put himself into. Growing is difficult. He's just in one big struggling mess, and she knows it. Does she actually enjoy the gifts? That's the question. Well, we have the 9 of Cups in the reverse position. So no, it does not give her any fulfillment. It would have to be upright to feel fulfillment. So she doesn't love the gifts. She's not saying yes to them, because in the upright would be saying yes. Oh, I love these gifts. These are wonderful. But it's in reverse. So she doesn't like them. It's the closed door position. No, I don't want the gifts. Send them away. Go put them in the storage facility of the unwanted gifts. So these gifts are not used. These gifts are not used. And she does not love them. So she sees right through them. She sees right through them. And then we have here the Two of Swords in reverse. So there's no, once again, it goes back to her pulling the rug out from under him. He knows it. She knows it. And there's no duality or partnership in this position. And it is with the Swords position, so that would be communication being shut down. He's afraid she's going to shut down entirely and not talk to him and ghost him. He doesn't want to be ghosted. Doesn't want to be ghosted. What else do I have here? I have here, she knows that she's got a lot going on. The Empress. She's got a lot going on. She's birthing new stuff all the time. I wouldn't say this is Markle because I don't think she really thinks about her too much, to be quite frank. So this is, she's abundant. She doesn't really need these gifts. She's always birthing something new. Why would she need these gifts? She's already abundant. She's already abundant. So it's telling him, no, I really don't need them. I don't like them. I'm not fulfilled by it. You're sneaky. You're just trying to keep communication open. You're a burdened man. And then we have here the Three of Wands in reverse. So no creation, expansion. You know, she's ready for the next, she's not ready for any challenge with them. She doesn't want to argue with them. She just doesn't like it. She's really not into it. And then we have here another Page card. So there's stuff, she's got to learn more about the situation. Why does he keep sending me this stuff? There's like that frustrated look. Why did he send me this? You know, what the heck is this? So Page of Pentacles in the reverse position is basically unwelcome. It's an unwelcome gift. I don't really need this gift. It's impractical and it's irresponsible and I just don't need it. So she sees all the gifts as being rather impractical. They're impractical. They're probably some like popular items that are in California or something. Who knows, but they're not impressing her. And then we have the Six of Pentacles in the upright position. That is with the Six of Pentacles, that is the giving and receiving. Generosity. She sees it, some part of her might be like, okay, they're trying to be generous, but it's impractical. There's this impractical gift you gave me. And it's unwanted news coming in. It's like, oh, another unwanted gift. I don't really want these gifts. And then we have here these guys battling it out for growth. And so they're sort of battling things out to try and grow. And so this is really just trying to weasel their way back in essence. With the Five of Wands. She knows that everybody's, has conflicts going on. And, it is the dog-eat-dog competition and fallout. And so that's basically what it is. It's dog-eat-dog, trying to impress her, trying to get on her good side because he already knows that William and Kate are totally beloved and wanted and embraced by her. So it is dog eat dog. He feels challenged. He needs to get in there and get her love back. He feels challenged against the other pair. It's like it's the pair. The couples are battling it out, and they put themselves in that position. And then we have here the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. He wants back, as I've always keep saying, he wants to be back in with the family. He wants that financial security. Wealth and security. That is what this is. Wealth and security. So he wants to keep that, lock that in. Got to lock it in. And then we have here, he knows that quite possibly it can go in his favor. Quite possibly not. But we have here the Judgment. And with the Judgment, it's basically telling you no. So he knows they're probably likely to tell him no. And it's a major decision. It's a major decision card that she has a major, major decision to make. And he's hoping she did not come to a conclusion yet. It's also about taking a wrong and making it right. And it's reaping what you sow. So yeah, he knows that she's going to make a judgment on him and on the pair and whether or not what their future is going to look like, So there's that. And I have this final card here, and it doesn't look like it's going to go in his favor because we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So basically this would be her turning kind of cold on him could be because of Markle, but right, needless to say, she's not going to want to be financially generous with him. She knows that, you know, they're greedy, they lost their luster, they're dependent, and she's not feeling it. You know, this is not someone who has a lot going on for them. She knows they don't have a lot going on for them, and they're losing their luster. They're losing the battle on their efforts. So that's how she feels about it. I'm not surprised by that. I mean, she could see right through it. She's been around too long. You just can't fool someone who's been on the planet that long, and a ruler on top of that. You just can't. I mean, nice try. It's hilarious that people would even think that they can even go there, right? Okay, here we go. Let's get some more cards. Boom. We have here Owl. The owl is small chit chat, so they do have their conversations. Small, brief conversations is the owl. It's not long, drawn out conversations. It is brief. And then that is with the authority figure. So that would be her, the bear. She is the authority figure. And then we have here, oh wow, and they do send letters too. They send letters. So not only do they talk with the authority, with Queen Elizabeth, they send her letters also. And care packages. Yes. But under the deck, what do I have here? I have Sickle. Sickle is someone who's basically kind of like a parasite. This is someone who's not well. This is someone who's sick, literally sick. Sick in the mind, sick in the body. They bring sickness with them. So this is what the overall energy is on that. So they're sick pair. And then we have here, and Harry is sick. And that was in the center too. Harry is sick. She realizes that Harry is sick. And I also have here, in the center of the deck, is the cross, burden, pain, and suffering. He caused a lot of burden, pain, and suffering within his marriage, in his life, and to the royals and to the Commonwealth. On the other side of the inside of the deck, I have the whip. This is the self-flagellation kind of card, beating yourself up, deception, being very unhappy. There's lies involved. That is total self-flagellation. So he is self-flagellating himself along with all the lies and stuff that he did, having some awareness of the pain he caused, and he's of a sick mind. That's Harry. So yeah, that's the whole situation. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye.